My child, come closer and listen to me. This moment is not accidental, and this message is not random. I am speaking to you because you have lived through what others only talked about. They looked at your situation, your background, your limitations, and they said it was impossible. They spoke with confidence, as if they knew the end of your story. They judged you by what they could see, not by what I was already doing behind the scenes. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. That alone is proof that their words did not have the final say. I know the moments when their doubt echoed in your mind late at night. I know how their voices tried to settle into your heart, whispering that you should quit, slow down, or stay small. I saw you question yourself, wondering if they were right. But I also saw something deeper. I saw the quiet strength I placed inside you rise when everything around you said to stop. I saw you take one more step when logic said it was over. That is why you cannot scroll past this. This is not just encouragement. This is recognition. What they called impossible was never too heavy for me. What they mocked, I was molding. What they dismissed, I was preparing. You did not get here by accident, luck, or timing. You are here because I carried you through places you should not have survived and gave you wisdom you were never supposed to have at your age, in your season, or with your resources. I need you to hear this clearly at the beginning. Your progress is not arrogance, and your survival is not coincidence. It is evidence. I am calling your attention now because your story is not only about you. Someone else is watching, wondering if they should give up. Someone else has been told the same words you heard, and they are deciding whether to believe them. When you like this video, when you comment, when you share it with 3 people, when you hype this message and subscribe, you are not supporting content. You are helping me reach a heart that feels forgotten. Do not stay silent when your testimony can become someone else's lifeline. You proved them wrong, but not by shouting, arguing, or seeking revenge. You proved them wrong by enduring, by staying faithful when it was uncomfortable, by showing up when no one clapped. That kind of strength does not come from prying. It comes from trust, even when you did not realize that was what you were doing. And I am not finished speaking to you yet. Stay with me. What you have overcome is only the introduction. I am about to show you why I allowed the doubt, the delay, and the pressure. This moment is sacred. Listen closely, because what comes next will help you understand not just how you survived, but why. My child, I need you to know this before anything else settles in your heart. I saw you, not just the version of you that others see now, but the version you were when no one believed in you, when you barely believed in yourself. I was there in the quiet rooms, in the long nights, in the moments when your strength felt borrowed and your faith felt thin. You were never invisible to me, even when you felt overlooked by everyone else. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone could ask what was wrong. I heard the prayers you whispered because speaking them out loud felt too painful. I watched you carry responsibilities that were heavier than your years and expectations that were never fair. When you felt like quitting but still took one more step, I noticed. When you showed up tired, discouraged, and unsure, I was present. Nothing you endured went unseen. You may think others succeeded faster or had more help, but I measured your journey differently. I measured it by endurance, not speed. I measured it by faith, not applause. Every time you chose to keep going instead of giving up, something inside you was being strengthened. Even when progress felt slow, I was building roots deep enough to support what is coming next. I was shaping you in ways comfort never could. I know there were moments you wondered, why it seemed harder for you, why doors closed instead of opened, why support disappeared when you needed it most. You questioned if you were doing something wrong, or if I had forgotten your name. Hear me clearly now. I never stepped away. I never lost track of you. I was teaching you how to stand without leaning on approval, how to walk without depending on validation. You were chosen for this path because I trusted you with it. Not because you were the strongest, but because you were willing. I saw your heart when you kept choosing integrity over shortcuts, obedience over ease, and patience over panic. Those choices mattered, even when no one praised you for them. I was recording every quiet victory you thought no one noticed. You are not here by accident. You did not survive by chance. I watched you grow in ways you cannot yet fully see. The resilience in you was formed through pressure, not privilege. The wisdom you carry was earned through experience, not theory. And the compassion you now have for others was born from pain you never thought you would overcome. I want you to rest in this truth. You are known. You are seen. You are understood. You do not need to explain your journey to anyone who did not walk it with you. I was there for every step, and I am still here now. As you listen, let this settle into your spirit. You were never alone, and you were never unnoticed. What you lived through mattered to me, and it always will. My child, I need to reveal something to you gently and clearly, because misunderstanding this can weigh on your spirit. What you overcame was never meant to be carried by your strength alone. They saw the outcome and assumed you were strong enough on your own. They called it luck, timing, or coincidence. But I tell you the truth now, so it settles deep within you. I was involved long before the breakthrough ever appeared. There were moments when you thought you were simply surviving, pushing forward out of necessity. You did not realize that I was steadying your steps when your faith wavered. You thought you were holding everything together by sheer will, but it was my hand that kept you from collapsing when the pressure increased. Even your ability to endure was something I supplied, moment by moment. I allowed you to face what looked impossible so you would learn where true strength comes from. Not from striving harder, proving people wrong, or forcing outcomes. True strength flows from surrender, even when you did not have the language for it yet. Every time you whispered, "I can't do this anymore," and still showed up, I was carrying you further than you knew. That was not failure. That was partnership with me. Hear this clearly because it will free you. You did not succeed because you were better than others. You succeeded because you were willing to keep walking while leaning on me, even unknowingly. I was teaching you trust in the dark, obedience without applause, and patience when answers were delayed. These lessons matter more than the victory itself. Do not let the world convince you that what happened was random. I do not work in randomness. I work in purpose. I position people, removed others, delayed certain doors, and protected you from shortcuts that would have cost you later. When you thought nothing was happening, I was rearranging things you could not see yet. This is the truth I want you to carry forward. When the next challenge comes, and it will, do not look at it through the lens of your limitations. Look at it through the memory of what I have already done. The same power that brought you through impossibility is still with you now. You are not moving forward alone, and you never have been. And now, as this truth settles into your heart, I want to invite you into something that reaches beyond you. My child, I am opening a river, and those who sow into this work become part of the harvest of souls I am reaching. I say to you, as my word lives and breathes, when you release what is in your hand, I release oil that never runs dry. This is my invitation to you. to help my voice reach the weary, the doubting, the ones still standing at the edge of impossibility. When you respond through super thanks, membership, or by giving through the PayPal link in the description or the QR code on this video, you are lighting a path for someone still in the dark. Do not delay when I prompt your heart, because obedience opens heaven. I bless what you give, and I command it to return to you pressed down, multiplied, and full of purpose. Give now, and let your seed speak where your voice cannot. My child, now that you have seen how far I have brought you, I need to speak to you with the love and firmness of a father who wants to protect your future. Victory changes things, and not always in obvious ways. Success can quietly reshape the heart if it is not guarded. That is why I am correcting you now, not to diminish what you achieved, but to preserve what I am still building in you. Do not allow the applause you never received before to become the voice you depend on now. Do not let the disbelief you proved wrong turn into pride that distances you from me. I did not lift you so you could stand above others. I lifted you so you could stand secure, rooted, and humble. Remember, it was humility that kept your heart open when everything felt unfair. There will be moments ahead when people who once doubted you will suddenly celebrate you. They will speak kindly now, as if they were always on your side. Guard your heart in those moments. Do not grow bitter toward the past or arrogant in the present. Neither one will serve you where I am taking you. Bitterness ties you to yesterday, and pride blinds you to tomorrow. I correct you because I love you too much to let success become your identity. You are not defined by what you overcame or what you achieved. You are defined by your relationship with me. If you forget that, the very thing that once strengthened you can begin to weaken you. Stay teachable. Stay grateful. Stay aware that every breath, every opportunity, and every open door still flows from me. Do not rush ahead of me now that you feel confident. Confidence without direction leads to exhaustion. I never asked you to carry the weight of proving yourself. I asked you to walk with me. Even now, especially now, I want you to listen more than you speak, pray more than you plan, and trust more than you control. You may feel pressure to maintain what you have built, to keep showing everyone that they were wrong. Release that pressure. You do not need to perform to validate your progress. What I establish, I sustain. What I open, I protect. When you feel tempted to rely solely on your experience, remember how fragile you once felt and how faithfully I met you there. This correction is gentle, but it is necessary. I am shaping a heart that can handle more influence, more responsibility, and more visibility without losing its center. I want you strong, not hardened. Confident, not self-sufficient. Bold, not disconnected. These distinctions matter. Let this settle within you. Stay close to me. Keep your posture soft, your spirit receptive, and your gratitude active. I am not done guiding you, and I am not done growing you. What comes next will require the same humility that carried you through impossibility. Walk with me in this, and you will not lose your way. My child, I want you to lift your head now. What you walked through did not drain you the way you think and do. It refined you. It did not shrink you. It expanded you. You may feel tired in places words cannot reach, but hear me clearly. The strength you used to survive is not the same strength I am giving you now to move forward. This is not the end of your endurance. This is the beginning of your confidence. I know there are days when you still question yourself. Even after proving them wrong, you sometimes wonder if you truly belong where you are. You replay old voices in your mind, old limitations, old fears. But those voices no longer have authority over you. They spoke to a version of you that no longer exists. You are standing on ground you once prayed for, even if it feels unfamiliar under your feet. I am reminding you of this because discouragement often comes after victory. The battle changes, but it does not disappear. Instead of fighting to survive, you now fight to believe you are worthy of what I have placed in your hands. And I want you to know this truth settles it all. You did not outgrow your calling. You grew into it. You are stronger than you realize, not because you hardened yourself, but because you learned how to bend without breaking. You learned how to keep loving without becoming bitter. You learned how to hope without guarantees. These are not small things. These are signs of maturity. These are marks of someone who can carry more without losing their soul. Do not underestimate what I have built in you during the quiet seasons. The patience you learned when nothing moved will serve you when everything moves quickly. The discernment you gained when you had no support will guide you when many voices surround you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I need you to be. When you feel weak again, and you will, do not panic. Weakness does not disqualify you. It invites me closer. Every time you lean on me instead of withdrawing, you grow stronger in the way that truly matters. You are not meant to carry this next season alone. I never designed you to. I am breathing courage into you now. Courage to believe that what I started, I will finish. Courage to trust that the same grace that sustained you will now empower you. Courage to take steps that feel bigger than you, knowing I am already there. Let hope rise again in your spirit. Not fragile hope, but steady hope. The kind that does not depend on outcomes, approval, or ease. The kind that rests in my presence. You are not empty. You are being filled. You are not worn out. You are being strengthened. Keep going, my child. This is not where your story plateaus. This is where it gains momentum. I am with you, and I will continue to be every step ahead. My child, now I speak to you with promise, not as a distant hope, but as a living assurance you can stand on. What I have done for you once, I am able to do again. Do not look back at impossibility as if it was a one-time exception. It was a revelation of who I am when you trust me. I did not bring you this far to leave you uncertain about the future. There will be new mountains ahead, and they may look different from the ones you already climbed. Some will be quieter, some heavier, some more complex. But none of them will be greater than my presence with you. The same hand that steadied you when you were afraid will steady you again when the path stretches further than you can see. You are not stepping into unknown territory alone. I am already there. I promise you this. You will not need to strive the way you once did. You will not need to prove yourself the way you once felt pressured to. I am teaching you how to move with confidence that rests in trust, not urgency. When you wait on me, you will not lose time. When you obey me, you will not miss out. My timing does not delay purpose. It protects it. I know you sometimes fear that what you have gained could be taken away. That fear comes from remembering how hard it was to get here. But listen to me. What I establish in obedience is not fragile. What I build through faith is not temporary. You are not holding your future together by effort alone. I am sustaining it by grace. I promise to guide you when decisions feel overwhelming. I promise to correct you when paths look right but are not aligned. I promise to strengthen you when your energy fades and comfort you when doubts resurface. You will not have to search for me in chaos. I will meet you in stillness if you slow your heart and listen. Trust me with what you cannot control. Trust me with outcomes you cannot predict. Trust me with doors you do not yet see opening. I am faithful, even when circumstances shift. I am consistent even when people change. I do not withdraw my hand when things get complicated. I also promise you this: the testimony you are living will continue to unfold. You have not reached the peak. You have reached a point of clarity. From here, your steps will be steadier, your discernment sharper, and your peace deeper. Not because life becomes easier, but because you have learned where to place your trust. Hold on to this assurance. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not on your own. I am with you in the waiting, in the building, and in the becoming. When fear tries to speak louder than faith, return to what I have already done. Let memory strengthen trust. Rest in my promise, my child. I am faithful to complete what I began in you. Walk forward with peace, patience, and obedience. I will do the rest. My child, this is the moment where truth must move from your mind into your spirit and then into your actions. Everything I have spoken to you so far is not meant to stay as comfort alone. It is meant to awaken faith that responds. You have listened. You have remembered. Now I am calling you to trust me at a deeper level than before. I am not asking you to rush, and I am not asking you to force anything. I am asking you to walk forward with intention. There are steps I have placed in front of you that require courage, not because they are dangerous, but because they are unfamiliar. Faith often feels risky when it calls you out of what you have mastered and into what you must depend on me for again. Release the need to fully understand the path before you move. Understanding will come as you walk, not before. You do not need every answer to obey. You need willingness. The same willingness that carried you through impossibility will carry you into purpose if you let it. Do not hesitate because the next step feels small. Small steps taken in faith still move you forward. I am inviting you to align your heart with me daily, not only when things feel heavy. Talk to me. Listen for me. Create space for my direction. When you quiet the noise around you, my guidance will become clearer. I am not hiding from you. I am waiting for your attention. There are habits I want you to strengthen and distractions I want you to release. Not because I want to restrict you, but because I want to prepare you. Where you are going requires clarity, discipline, and trust. Let go of what drains your spirit. Make room for what renews it. This is how you stay grounded as you move forward. I am also calling you to live your faith outwardly, not performatively, but authentically. Let your choices reflect who you trust. Let your reactions reveal where your confidence rests. You do not need to announce your growth. It will be evident in how you respond when pressure returns. Do not wait for perfect conditions to act. Perfection delays obedience. I move when you move in faith, even when your voice shakes and your steps feel uncertain. You are not expected to be fearless. You are expected to be faithful. This activation is about surrender. Surrendering control. Surrendering timelines. Surrendering the need to impress. When you release these, you make room for my peace to lead you. And when my peace leads, confusion loses its grip. Pause for a moment and breathe. This is not a test you must pass. It is an invitation you are free to accept. Choose to trust me again, not because everything is clear, but because I am consistent. Choose to walk forward with the confidence that you are guided, protected, and supported. Take the step, my child. I am with you in it. The next season begins not with noise, but with obedience. My child, rest here with me for a moment. Let everything you have heard settle gently into your heart. You have walked through doubt, pressure, and moments that tried to convince you that you would not make it. Yet you are here, not hardened, not empty, but wiser, steadier, and more aware of my presence than before. This is not just the end of a message. It is the sealing of a truth you will carry forward. They said it was impossible, but they were speaking from what they could see. You proved them wrong, not by force, but by faith, endurance, and trust that kept you moving even when clarity was missing. And I want you to remember this whenever fear tries to rise again. What once felt impossible bowed, and what comes next will do the same when you walk with me. You do not need to rush into tomorrow. You do not need to replay yesterday. Stay present with me. Peace is not found in controlling outcomes, but in trusting my guidance. I am already ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see. Your future is not fragile. It is held. Let this message become a quiet confidence inside you. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not overlooked. I am still writing your story, and every chapter has purpose. Even the ones that felt painful were confusing. You are becoming someone who can stand firm without needing constant reassurance, because you know who walks with you. Now hear me, because this matters beyond you. My child, as this message closes, I am inviting you to become part of the light I am spreading through this work. Just as I carried you through what felt impossible, I am using this channel to reach others who feel stuck at the starting line of their faith. I say to you now, when you sow into this mission, you are placing oil in my lamp and helping my word burn brighter in dark places. This is my voice calling you to act. When you give through super thanks, membership, or through the PayPal link in the description or the QR code on this video, you are answering a holy invitation, not making a donation. I bless your obedience, and I command your seed to open doors, bring peace, and return to you multiplied. Do not hesitate. Respond now, and let your giving speak life where fear once ruled. And as you go, do not keep this moment to yourself. Like this video. Comment so others know they are not alone. Share it with 3 people who need to be reminded that impossibility is not the end. Subscribe and hype this message, because every action helps me reach another heart that is still waiting for hope. Go in peace, my child. Walk forward with confidence. I am with you, and I will continue to prove faithful in your life.